Hi, welcome. Today, I am going to explain about the film, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Spoilers ahead, watch out fully. Demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren captured the exorcism of 8-year-old David Glatzel in 1981 in Brookfield, Connecticut, in front of his family, sister Debbie, her boyfriend Orrin Johnson, and father Gordon. Orrin invites the demon to enter his body during the exorcism rather than David's. Ed, who is having a heart attack and is being carried to a hospital while unconscious, sees the devil transfer itself from David's body to Orrin's. Ed tells Lorraine that he saw the demon enter Orrin's body when he awakens at the hospital the following month. She summons the police and informs them that a disaster will take place at the kennel. Debbie goes back to work at the kennel above where Orrin and Debbie live. Orrin kills his landlord Bruno Sauls by stabbing him 22 times while under the grip of a demonic possession after feeling unwell. With the Warrens' backing, his case becomes the first murder trial in the United States to use demonic possession as a defense, sparking an inquiry into David's initial possession. Later, the Warrens meet with Castner, a former priest who had previously dealt with the disciples of the Ram cult, and learn that a witch's totem had been used to transmit a diabolical curse. He explains to them how an occultist planted the totem on purpose in order to curse the Glatzel family and bring about David's possession. The Warrens go to Danvers, Massachusetts, to look into Katie Lincoln's death, which was also the result of 22 stabbings. At the residence of Katie's friend Jessica, who is missing, detectives discovered a totem. When Lorraine summons a vision to reenact the crime, she learns that Jessica had stabbed Katie while under the influence of a demon, then committed suicide by jumping over a cliff, leaving Katie's body behind for the police to find. Lorraine touches the corpse's hand to help locate the occultist as the Warrens arrive at the funeral home where her remains is laid to rest. In a dream, Lorraine is traveling through a dark tunnel when she sees the occultist trying to make Orrin commit suicide, but is stopped just in time. The occultist is threatening Lorraine, and she informs Ed that the relationship is reciprocal. The Warrens head back to their Connecticut home to carry out additional research. Ed briefly loses consciousness and subsequently becomes persuaded by the occultist to murder Lorraine, but Drew intervenes just in time to stop him. Later, they discovered the totem in their home, concealed behind a vase of dark flowers. Ed receives a book about Strigurian witchcraft from Drew, who explains that the altar the occultist uses must be destroyed in order to release the curse. They start to believe the occultist is active nearby when they learn Katie attended neighboring Fairfield University. When Lorraine goes back to Castner for assistance, he admits that he has reared a daughter named Isla in defiance of the Catholic Church's prohibition on clerical celibacy. He informs Lorraine that she developed a passion with the occult throughout his investigation and eventually turned into an occultist. When Lorraine locates the altar in the underground that Castner grants her access to, the occultist discovers her and murders him. As soon as Ed shows up, he uses a sledgehammer to break out a closed drain hole and enter the tunnels. When the demon briefly takes control of him, he makes an effort to kill Lorraine, but she stops him by retelling the story of how they first met and reassuring him of their love. When Ed regains consciousness, he destroys the altar, so preserving Orrin, Lorraine, and himself. After failing to finish the curse, the witch arrives at her destroyed altar only to be slain by the demon she had summoned. The altar cup, the varlet picture, and the Annabelle doll are all placed in their room of artifacts by Ed. Despite being found guilty of manslaughter, On only serves 5 years of his sentence since he wed Debbie while he was incarcerated. A copy of the gazebo where they shared their first kiss is shown to Lorraine by Ed. You can download this movie by the link in the description. Thanks for watching this awesome recap. Subscribe for regular movie updates.